Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Eric the Weekend Aquarist. I'm going to talk about the 75 gallon I planted a couple weeks ago, about a month ago now. I got rid of the Oscar and the Green Terror, sold those to someone locally. I just didn't have time for that anymore. I mean, cleaning the tank twice a week and taking care of a toddler was just too much. So I decided I was going to plant it. So I put down earthworm castings. First, I originally looked at actually doing aqua soil, and that wasn't in the budget. It was going to cost me probably $150 in aqua soil. I looked into mixing aqua soil and fluorite sand, and that still was probably be $100 just for, if not more than $100 for substrate. So I got some earthworm castings. They were like 12 bucks. It was like a 10-pound bag, and I had the leftover blasting sand, and I had this piece of wood right here that I bought my local LFS Oddball Pets and Aquariums. They closed in end of November, and I went up there and they had this big piece of driftwood. I asked them how much it was. 10 bucks. I was gonna use it. It's like, this is great. This giant piece of driftwood, 10 bucks. Floats, doesn't sink. It's been hanging out in this 29 for a month now, and it's still floating. So maybe one day it'll sink, but I don't know. It's not looking good. I had plants. I had some Java ferns, some Rotala. But I decided I was going to go get some new stuff I haven't used before. So I did use the crypts, but I got some new crypt undulata. Undulata, is that how you said it? And of course, crypt Wendii. I have that over there and down there. It's not doing good over there. Probably that light is very weak. It's very low light. This tank, I have 2 lights on it. They're not super expensive lights, but they're pretty bright. We'll get into that here shortly. So the crypts, I have Bacopa. I have, what the hell is that called? Hygrophila augustifolia. That's really taking off. I have hydrocotyle, Val, some Anubias. I have, what is this thing called? Well, I also have Monte Carlo. I'm trying to see how that's going to go. Not injecting CO2, just lights in. Using Easy Green right now. Might go to EI dosing. I gotta do some more research. I'm eventually gonna start injecting CO2 when I decide I'm gonna drop that kind of money. What is that called? Let me turn you on and show you the plant. I can't think of what it's called. But there's the Hygrophila, it's taken off. There's the Rotala. I had that floating so you can see all the crap sticking out of it, all the roots sticking out of it. There's Bacopa. And it's still, I mean, stuff's coming in. That's, I don't know, we'll see how that goes. It's not sprouting off like I thought it was going to right away, but we'll see. I did have another plant in there, and the mollies ate it. Can't remember what it's called. I saw it at the my one LFS, and I never saw it before. So I was like, I'll try it. It says hardy, low light. At that time, I just had this Aquanite light running, but I recently got this Beamswork. I'll flip it up because it's bright. This Beamswork full spectrum LED, and it's super bright in there. I'm only running one Fluval 406. The 306 broke the other day, which is talked about in another video. I still have the Blood Parrot. As you can see, I tested the Blue Acara for digging. He wasn't digging for like a month, and he dug. So you can see there's some earthworm castings, but it's not floating. And it's not affecting the chemistry very much, if it is at all. My firemouth is in here. I still have that fish. I've had that fish for 8 years now. I tried guppies in here because I have a plethora of guppies and they didn't seem to want to leave the top. So, all in all, I probably, to convert this tank from the semi-South American with the Green Terror and the Oscar, I spent like 60 on plants, 15, I don't, maybe not 60, no, not 60 because I bought food. We'll say I probably spent 45 on plants, 60 on the Beams Work Light. I have a bunch of driftwood in here I bought at Oddballs when they closed for $1. It was a little bit of pieces, $1 each, so I bought like 6 or 7 of those. They're all in there. I was going to use them for something else, but as I said, this one over here is floating and not going in there. Fish wise, I mean, I have 4 Jolie Cories and 6 Corridors Punctatus. I did have some Cories die. I lost 2 Jolies and 2 Punctatus. I have 4 gold panda mollies, what Petco calls those. I'm trying my hand at mollies. I didn't know they were going to eat the plants like they did. They've only messed that one plant. So I moved what I had left into this tank, so we'll see if it comes back, and I'll show it to you if it ever comes back. It's low light, so I figured that tank's low light, so we'll see. I have a rainbow shark. Now, may or may not get mean. It's the only one. I don't have any more. So the blood parrot, firemouth, blue acara, 4 mollies. I think it's 2 males and 2 females. Did I sexed those correctly? Maybe not. It looks like, wow. Is that 3 pregnant females already? We'll see. Either that or they ate a lot today. Rainbow shark, 6 Punctatus, Corridors Punctatus, and then 4 Jolie Cories. I was gonna do tetras, but I ended up getting the mollies, so we'll see. We'll see how those fare. They might have to move. They might have to go down here with the guppies. I don't really want to have crosses though. Not gonna lie. I don't have muppies or gollies, whatever you want to call them. Not that it might not look cool, but it's just they'll never reproduce, become sterile. So yeah, all in, I think I invested, we'll say 150 to convert this tank over. There's a lot of cleaning because the Oscar was a mess. He would knock the lids up and duckweed would get everywhere. The duckweed is pretty much under control in this tank. There's still duckweed, I keep it. I gotta get another floater. My one LFS sometimes carries Salvinia, so we'll check on that. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for today's video. If you like what you saw, you know what to do. You Hulk smash that like button. Until next time, keep your fingers wet.